In our last episode, we went to St. Francis Bay, where I cooked up some stuffed calamari. And then generally, the rest of the day was just spent relaxing. And eating, of course. I have to ask myself, when did life and food become about instant satisfaction? About self-service TV dinners, the 15-minute microwave roast chicken, chocolate mousse in a box, money for love and love for money, instead of the sublime importance of friendships, of weekends away, sunshine, and the great outdoors. So now, all things aside, welcome to Cooked, to my life.
It's incredible how your whole day can unfold on you when you're on this incredible coastline in Africa. I mean, this morning, yeah, take a look. You've seen that mad SOB of mine that's down on that point. For his 31st birthday, we threw him off a bridge.
Happy birthday to you! Hooray! Hooray!
Gareth, how does that compare to the mussel cracker?
Bro, I reckon mussel cracker can wait, huh?
Now, in case you haven't got it, we're in Africa, the southern part, and in this episode, we're traveling from Cape St. Francis down to Buffalo Bay.
We're in Buffalo Bay for an evening, one of the most beautiful caravan parks in the country. And tomorrow we're going to take everyone down the coast to Knysna and spend a day putzing around on these houseboats, eating oysters and drinking champagne. Right, we're making hobo fish for our traveling companions and hobos. So the beautiful thing about hobo fish is that there's only very few ingredients. Garlic. Ivan, hold this down for me for a second. Just for 2 seconds. This is a fillet of cob. Garlic, rub it in. Some butter. Then another fillet of cob. Skin side down, obviously. Oh, you should have known. Didn't Jenny warn you? She didn't. You don't like being on camera. Are you blushing? So now you can go. That's all I had to do. More. No, I'm just wrapping the fish up in newspaper. Now, this is probably the easiest meal in the world when it comes to fish. Now all I have to do is use the secret ingredient, which is empty. I'll go fetch it. Need a hand, Roo? No. Obviously, the secret ingredient is salt water. Now all we have to do is wet down the newspaper, and you'll see why in a couple of seconds. Is that? What's going to happen now is that the fish is going to steam in here. The trick is to keep the newspaper damp so it doesn't self-combust and then burn your fish and all of that. Why are you all smiling at me? So that's going to take about 20 minutes. So, guys, now that I've shown you how to make a fish, you can do it yourselves. Otherwise, you're not eating. Yeah, baby. Now see, the skin sticks to the newspaper. Good throw. But I did it on the bottom, but for Dale, this it was about Donnie! Ladies and gentlemen, come get some cob. A la hobo style. Now guys, that's how easy it is to make a hobo fish. And anyone can do this, anywhere, anytime. I guess I can't decide whether you should be sad or happy when your friends have to leave you and return to the real world. Sad to see them going, happy to have had them with you. Yeah, which is kind of why we had to move from one place to another, and we heard that maybe we could get onto some houseboats at the Knysna estuary. And man, there's a spot there that gives you oyster heaven.
Got yourself lucky.
I'm a little bit sad this morning. We had to say goodbye to a whole whack of friends, and why I'm really sad is this is what they're missing out on. Right, all we're going to do to start off the day, considering we're in Knysna, we're going to do oysters in 1,001 different ways. Some of them straightforward, some of them not, and they're just going to eat them gently over the day. So what we're going to start off with is these. Now, pre-open this, I just want to shuck them. Eric, do you want to open that Kodak grill for me? Eric, the real way is coming from the shallow side here, and that's the white mussel there. That's all you've got to get off the shell. So you just slice it underneath there, sliding it up along the shell, and then you'll see the whole thing is loose. If you wait that long, you sit there. Now, Dale, the beauty about this is how simple it is. You can try and tilt it, it's all right. And all you need to do is add a little bit of garlic. Stir that around a bit. And then all we're essentially going to do is fry these beauties up. And they've got a little bit of their juice left in it still. Eric, just start sliding them on here. Keep the shells, don't throw the shells away. You'll see why in a moment. Right, now Dale, these haven't been on for that long, but the beauty about how we eat these things now is you put one oyster back in the shell, you grab a little bit of the juice, the butter, the garlic, and the oyster juice, and you pour it back over your oyster. Take a finger of brown bread, dip it in, get all that sauce, squeeze it all up, and then just and let me tell you something, that is awesome, simple. There you go. Oh, I've got your mouth, I've got you going, everything, man. I'm not a cameraman, as you know. Why is it flashing that yellow light? Service with a smile.
Mr. Bonello,
Mr. Beaumont,
how you doing?
would you like a oyster?
I'm busy getting you downstairs.
Darling.
Have you had one?
Here you go.
Oh, what a man. Oh.
3, 2, 1. You can make friends anywhere. You can make them pie. How do you like your friends? Cooked.
Now, the mistaken belief with an oyster is that it has to be eaten raw. But one of the beautiful things about it is that there are a multitude of ways that you can prepare it. And this is the second easiest way of doing it, but number 3 today. Now, all you've got to do is put them deep side down, flat side up, onto a hot fire or barbecue or whatever you want to call it, South African braai. Close it. Is that in about 4 minutes, they're going to poach inside that shell. They're going to open up and reveal themselves. But now they're poaching in their own juice, so they're going to absorb all those salty flavors. They're going to puff up just a little bit. We're going to throw a splash of lemon on it. And Bob's your uncle. Bob's your mate. Cool.
Memories erased by drugs. I lost my voice amongst the flood debris. Friends and lovers.
Right, guys, it's been about 3 or 4 minutes. And as you can see, these oysters have popped open, and all you have to do is pull the shell back now to see that it's cooked in its own juices.
So it's just plain and poached, eh?
That's all you need. And just a dribble or two of that. It might be a bit warm, huh? Now, the beauty about poaching them is that they open themselves, and you don't have to stick a knife in. You just have to shuck them off the shell. Oh, yeah, baby. Shoot it. You feel how salty it goes, and completely different flavors.
Completely different flavor.
Now, give me a couple of seconds. I'll do number 4 for you. No, that's Gentlemen, this is number 4, which young Beaumont is going to be demonstrating to you the minute I finish opening this last one.
Well, it's pretty much Bloody Mary with a twist. Call it a Turbo Mary or a Virgin Mary.
Virgin Mary is the one without vodka. We won't be having any of those.
That won't do for now. So, start with the most important ingredient. Just put an oyster in a glass for me, please.
Put an oyster in a glass for me then, lad.
Right, now obviously the vodka's up to your own discretion. What we normally do is do it half-half. Hence a Turbo Mary. Put a tomato juice.
Oh, it's deathly silent on this boat, it is.
We're all intrigued.
A drizzle of the good stuff. And if you've got a wide enough shot glass, it makes this easier, but just a dose of pepper. And we'll get to your shot glass just now.
Hey, what is the good stuff?
Which one? The Tabasco or the black pepper?
Or the vodka. Which one do you want to know?
That would be the Tabasco. I've just put 2 oysters in a glass. I'll have that. Right.
I'll notice how you schlick the one with 2 oysters in it automatically.
It was my mistake.
Thank
So
you.
this is what I call
Eyes.
a Turbo Mary.
A Turbo Mary. That was lovely, that kick ass. Joe, just add more vodka and stuff now. And tomato.
A little bit too much vodka.
Rich is gonna be in trouble tonight.
Suck, Rich, suck, suck! Suck, Rich!
Bang it, Rich, bang it.
Rich, this is proof that you do not suck, buddy.
But you can swallow.
Suck, Rich.
Try and suck this.
It's gonna get stuck again.
So we have what's called for you a divorce cocktail.
Divorce.
I'll have one with you, though. All you need for a divorce cocktail is one of those, with juice and everything. This one's mine. Can't even get him in the glass. A little bit of tequila. That one's Richard's. Oh, flip, man! Okay, give me a splash of that Tabasco in there. No, splash, man.
Splash, splash.
Tequila, she make you happy. Dale, doesn't that look like brain I'm about to slurp?
It's a creature. This one. The small one. It's a creature.
Did you chew it? No, go on. Did he even get it swallowed? Come on, down. Now that the sun's starting to set, we're going to go around the corner and spend it where we're going to catch the last rays of sunshine for the afternoon. In the meantime, I'm going to cook everyone up a little fish pie with some leeks and garlic and carrots and broccoli and cauliflower and some fresh cabillaud, prawns and stuff. A beautiful thing that we're just going to bake. It'll be beautiful. Do I say beautiful too much? Should I be finding another adjective that I can use?
How can you say beautiful too much?
No, I guess you can't. Look at them. Look at all these cormorants here. They're eating something on the surface. To find this many in an estuary is unusual. It's obviously a little bait fish or something. Oh, Dale, look at the colouring on his face. Look at it, that orange and that green eye. This beautiful braai on the side of the boat, which means we can cook as we travel along without putting the boat at risk. Just sweating these leeks and the garlic. Some fresh cubed fish. Just sealing it up a little bit and letting those flavours infuse. Yeah, baby, you cook for me. I look after you. Just a couple of carrots, some broccoli and some cauliflower, mixed stuff, mushrooms. And these are just some deveined and shelled prawns. Now it's almost ready. I'm going to start adding the roux in a couple of seconds. Let's take it. Oh. Now, guys, all I've got is a plain roux here with a little bit of cayenne pepper in it. And what I'm going to do now, and it should thicken everything up, so I'm going to just put that on top. And it should virtually almost just cover everything. So now, guys, all I'm going to do is give it a little turn around to get everything all mixed up. Then you're going to flatten it down like this. As you can see on this one, we've just added a thick layer of mashed potato, roughly mashed on top. And it's the easiest pie in the world. And you can do this with anything. But seafood, it works really well with. Now, guys, all that I have left to do is put them into the oven and bake them for as long as it takes for them to go nice and crispy and golden on the outside. Now, we've got about 5 minutes left to sunset, so this is a perfect time to do this. Help yourself, brother.
Terrible situation.
Yeah.
What will we do?
Bo and I have
Have some
a very good reason to be here. You can have this one for you, too.
Come on, have a seat. Let's have a eat.
Well, guys, it took a little bit longer in our stove. It's beautiful out here. We're in the middle of this gorgeous bay, which you guys are going to see tomorrow morning. And here is our fish pie for everyone. But there is a fish pie. What's it taste like?
It's great. First time I'm eating fish. What's that?
So we spent a beautiful night out on the water last night, and unfortunately we have to leave now and go down to Saderstroom. Unfortunately, fortunately, well, hopefully Gareth is going to catch us with a spear gun, a couple of fish for lunch this afternoon. Please. In any case, a cup of marshmallow coffee for the boys, I think, just to get them going. Now, the trick with marshmallow coffee is to put everything in there first. So put your sugar in, and this is a cappuccino sugar, which is really grand. Bang your marshmallow in and pour the hot coffee over it. And why you do that? So that it stays as hot as possible, so the marshmallow melts on top of your coffee. And we just leave it for a couple of seconds so that the marshmallow can melt out into the coffee, and then Bob's your uncle. And see what's happening? Oh, it's starting to go all mashy on top. Marshmallow coffee. You want to come and join me, Dale?
Sure.
Sure. Sure.
Okay, that's good. I think we got that one.
Cheers, gents. We'll save a little sip for you. Nah. Gonna need this with our 400-kilometer, 8-hour journey in the beast later on. Well, I suppose a good way to start off the day, brother. Ching chin.
She's so happy in the space of an innocent child, innocent child. I'm so glad that today is your awakening.
Blacktail, we've got 4 of them if you want to go and have a look.
Is this the boys'
Yes, concentrate.
I know exactly where I'm going, Fran.
Pack her up, everybody.